Hey everybody, Gisele Grenier here. Yep, got the headset on. Yep, got the air conditioner on. It's only set to 25 right now. We'll see how that goes. And I'm already feeling a little bit of heat, so I may lower it down a bit. So if you've been in my live classes, you know why I wear the headset. And in this particular lesson, what I want to do is I want to create something itty bitty bitty, tiny, 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 something small. And the goal for the videos I'm creating is art every day for 60 days, but I'm starting a week late because of the massive heat wave we just had. We're having another one starting tomorrow. So by the time you're watching this video, who knows what the weather's going to be like. All you need for this is some text paper, a blue, a yellow, and some white, some matte medium, any old stamp. And what I'm going to be doing is creating a very simplified version of a book of backgrounds with some stamping to create that as the focal point. And the goal, other than me talking, we're about, a minute into the video, is under 15 minutes. Let's go down to the table. Alrighty, so got my itty bitty canvas. I've got some dictionary paper and I have the word flower that I focused on. I just have a stamp here. I think this came with some alcohol ink stuff, and I'm going to use this. I think this is a cone flower. Going to use that. The colors I'm going to be using is Decor Media Fluid Acrylics, Titanium White, Phthalo Blue, Hansa Yellow Light. Ideally translucent colors so the text will show through. The white is just to neutralize a bit of the blue because it's so intense, but I wanted a blue that leaned towards green and I wanted a yellow that leaned towards green. That way it was automatically going to be cohesive. For stamps, you can use StazOn, which is kind of smelly. I'm used to it now. It kind of smells nice, which is permanent. And then the Distress ink, which is not permanent. If you're going to be handling it, you will need to put a spray varnish on. Brush-on varnish will dissolve it, so a spray varnish. If you're working on something other than a canvas, let's say an art journal, take some gesso, prime it with a light coat of gesso first, and then we're going to use matte medium as our glue. Let's get going. Got some brushes here. Doesn't really matter what you use for your brush. Oh, let me get that out of the way. And so I'm going to collage this first, and let's get that down there because that's going to take the longest. Oh my God. Oh. So all I'm going to do is wrap the paper around the entire canvas. So I'm going to put a coat on the little canvas first. And then I'm going to come over here. Where's the thing? And I'm going to put some on the back. By putting the matte medium on both sides, it'll be repositionable. And I should be working on my no stick matte. I found that it changes the color of the. I have to do a lot of editing for color because it's brown. Come on, ah! So I'm going to find my freezer paper and use that. So wrap that up, and whatever way you have as a favorite to finish your corners, do that. Joe does my corners for me. I don't have the patience for it. You can wrap it like this if you want. No biggie. Let's just do that. When I use these soft grip brushes, they got the tapered handle and they work out really, really well. And you don't have to wrap it around the way I am because it's taking a long time. See, nice little finished edge. I hope I wasn't off camera too much there. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of matte medium, put it on top. I'm running out of this stuff. Just to give it a coat all the way around. By doing this, you're also protecting the paper, so if you have to do a little bit of scum laying or dry brushing, that the fibers of the paper are going to be protected. Boom. You can also use this to thin your paints, which actually would be a good idea. So don't have to use water. I'm going to go with a round brush this time. And then this is still wet. I'm not worried about that. Let's just get a color in there. So I'm getting something quite light. Keeping in mind that white is opaque, so by adding the medium, I can still lighten the blue to make it more like a cerulean blue, but it will be transparent, and it's not going to break down the strength of the pigment, which is really cool. Really cool. Look at that. You can use your fingers for this as well. This will also add a little bit of strength to your canvas. So let's just make it blue. You can make it any color you want. And let's just smush that a little bit there. Okay. Paper towel. I already have the matte medium drying on my hands. And just going to rinse my brush. Grab a little bit of yellow. Yellow's already transparent. Don't need that. Don't need to add the medium. And I'll just put a little bit of that in here. And where the colors mix, it's going to turn into green. Oh God, I hope this video works and you guys can actually hear me over the AC. I don't know what I'm going to do, because Joe and I are planning on moving to the Bahamas. If the environment there helps with my allergies and my severe arthritis. I'm doing laser therapy, so hopefully that'll help too. But if I can't handle the heat down there, I don't know what I'm going to do. Alrighty. So that's that. Now I left some of the text showing a little bit. I can wipe off a little bit. You can use a baby wipe for that. There we go. So that's what I have. So I'm going to let this dry now. Then it's simply just coming back with a stamp, stamping over it, and boom, it's done. Alrighty, so it's nice and dry now. So I'm going to get my little stamp here. And I'm not going to use an acrylic block on it. So that's what it's going to look like. So this is what I'm thinking of, like that. That's going to be beautiful. So with the stamp pad, I guess if you're using kids, use something like that. Adults use that. Well-ventilated area. I've got the air conditioner on, so not a well-ventilated area. And I'm not using the block because the canvas has a little bit of a divot in it. But while I'm here, I'm going to spray the back, which will make it nice and tight. And because there's paint there and paper, it's not going to affect anything in there. I hope that's going to be enough. Let's see. Here we go. And you know what? So that's what it looks like with the distress. Let's see what it looks like with the stays on. Let me just do that. And you professional stampers out there, if you're watching, you're probably cringing the way I'm doing this. I am not a professional stamper. I don't pretend to be. Oh yeah, I like it better with the stays on. There we go. Quickly close that. And just quickly just do this for now. Voila. Finished. It's a simple little thing. And an idea that for doing these things here is that if you create, let's say if you have, let's say 6 of them, no, 9, you do them in a montage, so you do them in blocks of 3, 3, and 3, and then you take those little canvases and then glue them onto another board. So this is a great collaboration project. So you have a bunch of people put them together, glue them onto a board, and then you can give them as a gift. And that's it. So because I use the Stays On ink, I can now brush on some, let's say some glossy varnish or something like that. If I'm giving this away and I don't know who's going to be getting it, I will use the Decor Duraclear. You can see right there. Everything's backwards for me, right? That one there, the Duraclear, which is a polyurethane varnish, indoor and outdoor. But the ones for the Decor Media, right there, is for indoor use only. So I like to be prepared, use indoor, outdoor, just in case. Alrighty, so I hope that you enjoyed this very quick project. I hope that the air conditioner isn't distracting too much, and I hope it's going to be okay for you. That way at least I can keep doing my videos. Alrighty, so let me know what you think. Question for you: how do you deal with creating art in the extreme heat? Do you makeshift away? So I guess I would say for those that don't have air conditioning, how do you get around being creative? Do you stick your feet in a bucket of ice? That sounds like fun, right? Okay, so I'm going to clean up and get ready for my next project. I'm going to film like crazy today. So until I see you in the next video, stay inspired.